My husband, George Bartenieff, who was a very great actor producer, and he and I ran a theater together. And he was the hidden child in Nazi Germany. His mother was from a very upper class Huguenot family in Germany. His father was a Russian Jew from Ukraine, from Odessa. They had a dance company in Germany. When the Nazis came to power, and George was born 10 days before Hitler became chancellor. When the Nazis came to power, their dance company was immediately outlawed. So George had this background. He was left in Germany. His parents came here in 36. In 39, he and his brother were gotten out of Germany. I tell this story in the book. When George was dying, he had multiple myeloma. He died from complications of treatment, not from the cancer itself.
Yeah.
He was 89 and a half when he died. But as he got closer to dying, he became more committed to telling his story as a hidden child. The fear of death and the fear that he felt as a very young child kind of were mirrored. Okay. And in a way, I'm finishing the story he didn't get to tell, because I did more research into his early life and into his family, into the Nazi party member who lived with him, was his uncle by marriage, on the same estate where he was hidden. So there were two Jewish children and a Nazi on this big estate that was owned by his great aunt. And they flew the Nazi flag from the turret of the main house. So, but I also knew that I wanted to write this story. Really, I mean, it came into my head. I have to write this story, not only for him, but for me. Cancer has been a presence in my life. His early life was frightening, and dying was frightening. And he said to me, "I'm afraid of dying." And I said, "You will not be alone." That was the only thing I could promise him. And he died in my arms.